The United States, in coordination with Iraqi intelligence and security forces, announced the killing of Abdallah Makki Muslih al-Rifai, also known as Abu Khadijah, in a precision airstrike in Iraq's Anbar province. Abu Khadijah was the chief of global operations for the so-called Islamic State, also known as ISIS terror group, and held the position of the group's second-in-command globally. Another ISIS operative was also killed in the strike, which took place on the 13th of March. According to US military officials, Abu Khadijah oversaw the terror group's logistics, planning, and financial management worldwide. Following the airstrike, US Central Command, that's the CENTCOM, and Iraqi forces arrived at the site and confirmed the deaths of Abu Khadijah and the other ISIS fighter. According to CENTCOM, both men were found wearing unexploded suicide vests and were armed with multiple weapons. The identity of Abu Khadijah was confirmed through a DNA match using samples collected from an earlier raid in which he had narrowly escaped capture. General Michael Eric Kurilla, the commander of US Central Command, said, and I quote, Abu Khadijah was one of the most important ISIS members in the entire global ISIS organization. We'll continue to kill terrorists and dismantle their organizations that threaten our homeland and US allied and partner personnel in the region and beyond. Meanwhile, Iraqi Prime Minister Mohammad Shia al-Sudani hailed the operation, describing Abu Khadijah as one of the most dangerous terrorists in Iraq and the world. In a post on social media platform X, al-Sudani confirmed that the operation was carried out with support from the US-led coalition. The US had sanctioned Abu Khadijah in 2023, identifying him as a so-called governor of ISIS-controlled territories in Iraq and Syria. He was also responsible for directing the group's foreign operations. Despite ISIS's territorial defeat in Iraq way back in 2017, remnants of the group have remained active, launching sporadic attacks against Iraqi security forces. US President Donald Trump on his Truth Social platform wrote, today the fugitive leader of ISIS in Iraq was killed. He was relentlessly hunted down by our intrepid war fighters. His miserable life was terminated along with another member of ISIS in coordination with the Iraqi government and the Kurdish regional government. After years of military operations led by Iraqi forces and the US-backed international coalition, ISIS was largely dismantled by 2017 in Iraq and by 2019 in Syria. Yet the group's fighters remain active, particularly in remote areas of both the countries. Approximately 2,500 US troops remain stationed in Iraq to support counterterrorism efforts and train Iraqi forces.